that us?
Brothers, it ain't even cold out here, man.
We'll see how it be in the next half hour or so.
Okay.
We'll see, brother.
You got that.
We live.
Live.
All right, shalom.
Shalom.
You the real Hebrew Israelites here in Cleveland, Ohio, coming out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of North America, which is Babylon the Great, according to the Holy Scriptures. We're going to face the east and give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
honor to our teachers, the led apostles and elders and great millstones who taught us the truth, and who rule well, man. This is salutation to the elect. Let's keep the faith, and hopefully we hopefully elect the door to the end. All right. So we're gonna get into some prophecy. All right. Because that's what the spirit of Yahweh Shai is, the spirit of prophecy. All right. We're gonna go into the kingdom because there will be a kingdom established on this planet Earth. Okay, as Daniel said in 7 chapter. Start there, Daniel 7. All right, because Christians they don't like prophecy, man. All right, they don't like the fact that there's going to be a so-called black man and so-called black people, Hispanics and Native American Indians ruling the planet Earth, man. All right, this is going to happen real soon, man. All right, we know that the missiles is coming. We know before the missiles come, it's the MOTB, Shalom. Before that comes, the missiles coming, man. Okay, well, before the missiles come, the MOTB comes, and then our deliverance, man. Okay, the deliverance is not for no heathens, man. All right, it's for the Israelites, man. Now, if you see a nigga that look like a Moabite or a so-called white man get delivered, it's because he's an Israelite, man. All right, that's the mystery of the scriptures. But you can go ahead with that, Daniel 7.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
This is Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
What throne? Talking about the rulers of the planet Earth in the end times, man. The times right now. These thrones are about to be thrown down, man. All right, you got Moab, the so-called Chinese. Okay, the European nations, the so-called white man. All right, you got plenty of other nations ruling too over the Israelites, man. They have a dominion, man. Okay, and Daniel seen these thrones go down, man. All right, it wasn't no forever kingdom, man. Okay.
Daniel 7-9. And I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
Right, the Ancient of Days is the Heavenly Father Yahweh, man. All right, go ahead.
Whose garment was white as snow,
Yep.
and the hair of his head like the pure wool.
Right, pure wool. Okay, we know what that goes into. That's the context of a so-called black man's hair. All right, the Heavenly Father is the so-called black man.
His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire.
Right, talking about the chariots, man. Okay, talking about the chariots. Okay, the chariots is going to be the way we get saved from this destruction. Okay, you got it.
Done. Verse 10. It says a fiery stream issued and came forth from before him.
Right, talking about the laser beams, man. All right, go ahead.
Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him.
Okay.
The judgment was set, and the books were open.
Right, the judgment was set. So we know it's an end. It's grab that Job 14:40. Okay. Because we know it says the judgment was set. Meaning what? Okay, every nation has a certain period of time to rule. Okay, every kingdom, okay, rules around 250 years, man. And America's approaching that next year. 1776 is when the United States of America declared their independence from Great Britain, man. Okay, there's been 250 years in rulership, man. Okay.
Is this real?
This is the Job chapter 14 and verse 4.
Is this rotate? Is this rotate? I want to get the pots in the shot. Oh, you got to do it like that. I didn't want to move it because it was in there good. All right.
No, that's 20. You took that on your phone quick, so we get it. Yeah, bounds ain't cannot pass. 20.
The judgment is set, man. Okay, Esau, Edom, these trying to sidestep prophecy, okay, and establish his kingdom forever. That's not written. Okay, you have 4 empires that was going to rule the planet Earth. Okay, and it started with the Babylonians, starting with Nebuchadnezzar the Great, or also known as Nebuchadnezzar the II. Okay, you had the Medo-Persian, which was from Cyrus II, Cyrus the Great, all the way down to Xerxes III. Okay, then you had the Greeks, which was led by Alexander the Great. Okay, or the Greek, man, and his 4 generals, man, and their family line. Then you had the Romans take place, man. Okay, and the Romans are still ruling the planet Earth, man. Why? How do we know that? Because who kingdom comes after that, man? Yahweh Shah's kingdom, man. Okay, the same people that, like it says in Revelation 1, every eye shall see him, even those that pierced him. He was pierced by the Romans, man. He's going to come back and see those same people in power, man. Okay, we got that.
Yo, this is Job, chapter 14, and verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Yeah. The Lord got a set mark for Esau not to come past. Okay, and we're approaching it. That's why he's trying to speed up this. They call it Agenda 2030. Okay, where they want to have man, birds, and machine. Okay, we know he's not going to last. Okay, he's not going to surpass 250 years, Lord willing, man. The Lord can do whatever he wants, man. Right. We just don't see this place going on for another 10 years, man. Another, 5 years, man. All this madness going on, all this chaos and mourning going on, all this unrighteousness happening, man. We don't see that going on. We don't see this place lasting that much longer, man. Okay? With,
You want that first, second Peter?
we're going to go back to that Daniel 7.
Okay.
Grab Daniel 7.
This is Daniel, chapter 7, and verse 9. And I beheld that the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garments was white as snow, and his hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. It says, and a fiery stream issued and became forth from before him. Thousands and thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgments were set, and the books were open.
Right, the books is open right now, man. Okay, we're reading to you your sentence, your judgment, man. Okay, that's what it means when the books is open, man. You got the prophets. Okay, the Lord put the spirit on the prophets to condemn the wicked, man. Okay, to expose what the wicked have done to our people, and not only our people, but the heathen too. Okay, saying the dragon shall be loosed out of his pit, he shall roughly paraphrase and deceive the whole earth, man. Okay, through his deception, he brought everybody to their knees, man. Starting with the atomic bombs, man. Okay, that's when they started forming, okay, and conforming to the race of the so-called white man. Okay, but little do they know, little do the so-called white man know that they're congregating, his alliances are congregating behind his back to end him, to bring his rulership to an end, man. Okay, we keep going on that thing.
It says, Daniel 7 and 11, and I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake, I beheld even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed, and given to the burning flame.
Right, read that again.
Daniel 7:11, and I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spoke.
Right, that horn is talking about the United States of America. When you read Daniel 7, you got 4 horns in that chapter. You got the 3 little horns, which represent the Spanish, the French, and the British, which conquered the land that they called America. They took it from the so-called Native Americans, which is one of the tribe of Gad, nation of Israel, which is the tribe of Gad, man. Okay, and out of those 3 nations, okay, those 3 horns came from America, man. Okay, so that little horn is speaking great words, man. Okay, specifically, they all been speaking great. Every president spoke great words, but it's nothing like Trump, man. Okay, this devil, he's on a warpath, man, against the Heavenly Father, man. Because he wants to bring forth this MOTB system. They don't, even Esau Noah Harari, the Edomite, man. Okay, we don't need some God to create weather and all these things, man. Okay, go ahead, man.
You can see how Donald Trump is waging war against Venezuela. Those are Israelites. You know, he literally said, we don't want Maduro, which is the president or the leader of Venezuela, to give in. We want to go and take the land, and that's exactly what they're planning to do. That's the spirit of an Edomite. Why? Because there's oil there. Okay, I believe Venezuela has the biggest oil reserve in the world, if I'm not mistaken. So what would that do? That would put America back in a more powerful situation, because at the end of the day, Babylon is losing. Okay.
And then America, they got their own oil reserves, man. America don't use their own oil. You know, they some fucking freeloaders, man. You know, they go to other lands and take what they want, and then they sell it right back to them.
Hoarders.
Hoarders.
America is a hoarding ass place. I believe that oil reserve is on the graves of the Native Americans, if I'm not mistaken. You know, but at the end of the day, Donald Trump is the epitome of what we call the so-called white man, a colonizer, the devil. All right, and he does not like you Israelites. No matter how much you try.
No, you good. Don't forget, remember, was it in Montana a couple years, like probably about 5 years ago, they built that pipeline on the sacred land.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, kind of.
So what?
That's all good. Yeah, kind of. You know, hey man, he's talking about none of you, not even his own people, man. Not even, you know what I'm saying? Not just you Jake, but his own people, man. He despises, man. You know?
Right, because if I'm the ruler of the kingdom, man, my people gonna be good. You heathens gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? See, this man don't give a fuck about nobody, man. This is how you know he's an unjust ruler. You have to have some type of mercy as the king of the land, man. Esau has no mercy. Okay, grab that. I think it's in James 5.
You had them.
Grab that. Because so-called white man, he's gonna seek for mercy, but it's not gonna be given to him. Grab right there.
This is the book of Epistle of James, chapter 2, and verse 13. It says, "For he shall have judgment without."
Start up like 2 verses.
Time. Let's see. Verse 10.
You can start there. Yeah, you can.
This is James chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, "For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend at one point, he is guilty of all."
Right. You know what that's talking about. IUIC, Sakari, Genesis, HOI, okay. You can't keep the whole law, man. You're going to go off. Hey, every time you go to sleep and you wake up, you're going off for something.
Got it.
All right.
Yep. It says, verse 11, For he that said, "Do not commit adultery," said also, "Do not kill. Now if thou commit no adultery, yet if thou kill, thou art become a transgressor of the law."
Right. Because back then, during the time, this is applying to the leaders of our nation back then, man. They were unjust rulers, man. They were, when it's time gifts and food, man, and this and that, you know, they were receiving gifts to do, how can I say it? You know, they were pretty much being bribed.
Yeah.
There was bribery going on back then, man. So we trying to sway the judgment of the judge, you know, for it to be in your favor. That was going on back then.
The priest the priest for hire, paraphrasing. What's that, Micah? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, kind of paraphrasing. Continuing on.
Yeah, go ahead.
James 2 and verse 12. It says, "So speak ye, and so do, as they that shall be judged by the law of liberty. For he shall have judgment without mercy, that have shewed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment."
Right. So that's the Esau. He's not going to receive no mercy, man. You know, you got people in fucking debt, man. All right. How are you the so-called richest country in the world? You got people in debt, man. You know, you got people living in fucking tents, man. They have to resort to living in tents. Okay, Esau has played such a fucking mind game on the people. They believe it's better to live in a tent they believe that they have to live in a tent in order to live life. Like they're satisfied with everything being stripped from them. They're gonna find a way to live here. You see what I'm saying? Just like the Jake that came up, this was probably a couple months ago. Jake, military with braids and shit. He's talking about how do we take, how do we fight back or whatever. He's talking about the Second Amendment. That shit don't matter, man.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna be no revolt against these Esau youth. Okay, it's literally gonna be a game out here where these it's called game. When you go out there and hunt, that's what they're gonna be doing to Jake.
Right. It's coming out in the so-called EP files that Hillary, she actually embarked on that. There's audio recording of a victim talking about they Bills, Hillary. Yeah, they on that island. They were doing that type of stuff with young people. Okay, I just leave it there, but that's the spirit of this place, And another thing I saw on the news this morning or yesterday, because you was talking about why are they people, in a destitute situation, and this is their kingdom. In Washington D.C. yesterday, they had a fucking line to get rent subsidies or some type of subsidy to help people in Washington D.C. help pay their rent, because when the government shut down, a lot of people fell behind on their bills and everything. And woe below, who did you see in line? Esau, man. It was more Edomites. I was tripping on this, They were in line, and guess what? They was getting turned away. Some people stood in line. This is the day after they Thanksgiving dinner. People stood in line for 6 or 7 hours and didn't get no help. You had this one Edomite say, if I don't get no help, she was walking with a cane and everything. He said, I'm gonna be homeless because my landlord said he want his rent, And that just shows you the state of America,
Hey, if I can say something quick, and that's a beautiful point, and that shows you that when Esau removes your benefits for 1 month, how far behind you can fall, man. You know what I'm saying? To the point where they shut down the government, you miss your benefits for 1 month, and as soon as they open that shit back up, you right there begging. You know what I'm saying? Help me. And that's exactly what Esau Edom wants, man. And the next time he does this, what's he gonna do? Oh, you want help? Hey, hold your hand out, man. You know what I'm saying? You got that.
He's gonna put you in a dire situation.
Yep, there it is. Yep.
People love their life here, man. Even though their life ain't worth shit. You working a minimum wage job, man. The federal minimum wage is still $7, bro.
That's insane,
bro.
The cost of living went up.
Yeah. But everything,
bro, you can't live off of that.
Not at all.
Just the working poor, bro. That on top of the fact that people are already behind before the government shut down. So what you think that government shutdown did to them? It put them in an even worse position.
Kind. And that's what Esau does. He uses pressure from above and pressure from below. And the people on this side, they're already at the bottom. So Esau's gonna put that squeeze, and there's no wiggle room. You can't go no lower. You know what I'm saying? So Esau's gonna come down with great wrath, man.
Yeah, because his whole thing is it says he calls it all.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In order for people to receive that see him, they have to be without, man. All right. I did a video. I don't know how it came upon my algorithm, but it was she was talking about the plan is for the 80% the middle class is like 80%. He wants the rich elite, okay, which is 10%. They're trying to push the 80% into the poverty line, which is 10%. So it's gonna be 10% elite rich, then the rest is gonna be 90% poor, man. You see, that's what's gonna happen to the United States of America.
Yeah.
The end game here is just complete death, man. There's suffering and death in this kingdom, man. And our kingdom is going to be everlasting life, man. Rejoicing, man. Okay, balance, okay? This ain't the function.
This is hell.
Yeah, this is hell.
I had seen something pop up. It was comparing a 30-year-old in the 1990s to a 30-year-old today. A 30-year-old in the 1990s was in debt for about $200, $250 on average, they said. They looked at it now, they said it's about $8,000, $10,000, pushing $12,000. That's just how much they go in debt monthly or yearly, one of those two. So it was already bad, but now it's just getting worse.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna turn around.
But see, especially like with loans, you know what I'm saying? People got loans, you know, years ago, decades ago. You know, like let's say houses, for instance. You know what I'm saying? They may have paid it off for 10 years, but with the value of the dollar going down, you know what I'm saying? Now the loan is drawn out because now the value of the dollar doesn't hit as hard as it did 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So now you've been paying $800 on your mortgage. Now today that $800 is only $500. So now you got to add on. But now, like you said about the cost of living, I believe, yeah. Now, but now the cost of living is hitting you at the same time, man. Yeah. You know, so this is what Esau wants, man.
Yeah, you got people's bank accounts, savings accounts being emptied out, retirement funds being dug into. See, people, they're resorting to do things they never thought they would have to do. Okay, what else? Social Security. You know, he says, Trump saying, you know, they're going to get an increase, but no, ain't no increase coming, man. He don't care about the war vets, man. He don't care about people that serve the country. If he did, you wouldn't see no homeless veterans on
The Lord don't like that, bro.
That's why Lord's going to take this man out of that position of power, man.
Hey, can there really be a man of war that suffered poverty? I think it's an hypocrisy. Yeah. Because ultimately, this is what this place is built off of, man. You know, you can't you use the military, you know, and then you toss them aside. Because why? Because that's the power that Esau has. His power is the sword. He uses the military. But now, but with the understanding of the scriptures, now we know that Esau thinks of us as just nothing but subjects, man. You know, nothing but pawns. You know, you got that for the brother?
This is Ecclesiasticus 26, verse 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepareth such, and one for the sword.
Yeah, and that's what it is. See, because why? Because like the brother going into, man, Esau is the unrighteous ruler, man. You know, and this is why, the whole world is waiting for Proverbs 29:2. You know, but when the righteous are in authority, the people are going to rejoice. You know, so you have war veterans, you know, missing legs, missing limbs, can't get the medical services they need, and they go into DJ Trump like, hey man, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Off my back. You know what I'm saying? You was able to be established. And hey, what happened? What did Eddie Murphy say? What was that? The stand-up Raw with his girlfriend. He's like, she was like, what have you done for me lately, Eddie, or something like that? I don't know if Brother Rodney. I'm gonna send it to y'all. I'm gonna send it to text.
I know what you're talking
No,
about.
man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. All right, thanks, man.
Is that Raw?
What's that?
Is that Raw?
Yeah, Raw. Yeah, I think it was Raw. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is, man. See, Esau wants some benefit from everybody at this present time, man. And if he don't have, if he has no need of you, he will use it and toss you aside with the paraphrase, man. What you got, bro?
We're gonna go back to what you got. Grab that. This is Proverbs 29.
I got that Revelation because of fall.
Okay.
Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Right? You got our people in a state of mourning, because just going back to what the brothers were saying about Esau with all these payments is usury. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's against the scriptures, that's against life, Esau is with it. You know what I'm saying? You got a time limit just to pay usury to the devil. How wicked is that? So it's already bad enough to be paying usury. Then you got to stuff people in this box of time. You know what I'm saying? Putting pressure on people to try to do something for you. You can go get a regular old vehicle. It'll say 2019 or 2023. It'll be like a regular vehicle, a Honda or something. It's still gonna cost you like what, $1,500, more than that. I mean, 15,000. You know what I'm saying? So Esau putting burdens on our people mainly, but even on his own people, and he ain't giving. It's like he don't benefit you with the sufficient funds of the burden. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, it's funny you said the car thing because a lot of cars being repossessed. People want to spend all this money on these cars, thinking they doing good and all of that. Not knowing that this interest rate, you got to keep up with that.
Yep.
They usually cars that's like 10 years old or whatever they may be, 15 years old, you're supposed to cash out on them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, people credit so fucked up, man, and they ain't got the money. They got to sign up for a fucking 5-year loan, maybe longer than that, man, just to finance a 10, 15-year-old car, man. Ooh, bro, that's fucking madness, man.
So if you think about it, who benefits from that? The people who are in a position to afford a used car. Yep. All they got to do is wait for a repossession.
Yep.
All right? And you still, when your car get repossessed, you still obligated for that payment.
Yep.
So you got to pay for something that you don't even possess anymore.
Why they resell it?
Why they resell it for a lot less.
That's wicked, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what Esau does. Is bank on. That's why he pushes out these loans for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he knows that it's some shit. More than likely, something's gonna happen where you're gonna fall short.
Probability. That's that witchcraft.
Yeah.
Bro.
There it is. Yep.
This is Proverbs chapter 11 and 1.
Yeah.
A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. And everything we're saying is a false balance. America's a false balance. The credit system is a false balance. The banking system is a false balance. So it's an abomination. We live in an abominable kingdom. All right? And the only way it's going to be balanced righteously is when the Israelites are in control. That's when it's going to be better. When Yahweh Shai is in rulership and the righteous order is being set up.
Because we waiting on the everlasting kingdom that our Lord is going to implement, man. All right, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. This right, we're living in the Jesus Christ kingdom, man. This ain't Yahweh Shai kingdom, man. All right,
This is the place where they slew him on a tree.
That's a lesson right there.
Hey, look,
I'm claiming that one.
that's Esau. This is JC's kingdom right here, bro. See how the front of the thing is all jacked up?
See, people can't even afford car insurance, man.
Yep. Fix they shit.
The rates is fucking astronomically high, man. Okay, even for a car that's 10 years old, man. You see, and then what the fuck do you need car insurance for anyway, man? It's just everything here, and that too. But like it says, he shall wear out the saints, man. You constantly, and he who spoke to people on wrath, stroke, man. You constantly have to pay for something in this society, man. Even if it's parking, bro, you gotta fucking pay $1.35, and they might hit your ass with a 25-cent fee because you're doing it online.
Yeah.
See, it's just shit like that, man.
Yeah.
And we already fucking poor, man.
Esau came to put his people in a position, his civilians in a position to keep the economy flowing. You know what I'm saying? That's why he want to bring in these robots to start doing work. At my job, they got these big robot arms that take a piece and, move it. Eventually, they don't want to turn all that stuff into robots to the point to where they ain't got to have no humans on the line complaining about, oh, this ain't working, that ain't working. They can just, Esau ain't got to, he don't want to pay his the people in his own community.
Not gonna call no shit.
Yeah.
Benefits, health insurance, and all that. Robots don't call off shit, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't get tired. They work 24/7.
They don't need no damn vacation. They work for the holidays.
Yep. And that's cheap labor, bro. That's cheap labor.
That's what we work.
Yep.
That's why this fucking place is where it is.
There it is. Yep.
Because of slave labor.
You got it.
Psalm chapter 50, verse 15. And call upon me in the day of trouble.
Start up somewhere,
This is Psalm chapter 50, verse 12. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto the Lord thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. So through everything that we're going through, ultimately it's just to call upon the Lord. all of this was a sign. The Lord showing us it was a sign of, well, who you gonna call on? It's got to be the Lord, because he's ultimately, everything Esau doing is ultimately controlled by the Lord. So y'all can bend the knee to Esau, y'all can do this, y'all can do that, but ultimately, unless you bend the knee to the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, you'll never get out of this place. You'll never get out of this. You'll never get out of these situations. Esau might throw you a stimulus, but the Lord about to try to throw you a change, the ultimate salvation.
And that stimulus is just to stimulate his economy, man.
That's what stimulus means.
Yep. You just using that money just to go back to a store. You're just using the money just to go back to a store that Esau owns.
Okay.
You know, the money the revenue that they get is going for the taxes to go back to Esau, Edom, right? So this is all just a big, what's it called, a Ponzi scheme. You know what I'm saying? And at least Esau is sitting at the top.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 12. It says, as concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away. Right. Yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time.
Right, the rest of the beasts is talking about NATO, EU. Because why? What's the other part of the beast? Okay, the United States of America that was given to a burning flame. Okay, so, hey, read that again.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 13. And us. Verse 12. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 12. As concerning the rest of the beasts,
right,
they had their dominion taken away.
Right, they're not going to be in no rulership no more. The United States of America is taken out. That's the enforcer of the beast, man. Okay, United States is the military behind the NATO and the EU. Man. Okay, they the ones that fund the NATO and the EU military, man. Okay, so when this place is wiped out, Esau, which is going to be by the Russians, other countries as well. Okay, Russia's going to lead the way. Okay, but when they destroy the United States of America, the White Empire is no longer in rulership. Okay, it's going to fall. Okay, it's going to be done by Russia and America.
It says they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time.
Right, because we're going to put them in chains and shackles, man. Okay. And essentially, all nations, especially Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, okay, and his descendants, okay, you're going to be in chains and shackles, okay, for a thousand years, man. Okay, when you know Obadiah 1 and 18, man, you're going to be wiped out after that, man. You're going to be the ones that build up golden floors, man. Floors of gold, okay. Our kingdoms, our towns, okay. You're the one that's going to build that up. Okay, it ain't going to be us. Okay, it ain't going to be us. It's going to be other heathens too, man. Yeah, keep going.
This is Revelation chapter 20 and verse 5. It says, but the rest of the dead live not again till the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. You know, and that's what the verse going into in Daniel 7. You know, saying where the rest of the heathen are going to be able to enjoy the kingdom as servants, because they are going to enjoy the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Until after 1,000 years of captivity. And you got that Isaiah 6. But where strangers shall build thy walls. You know what I'm saying? Just click out, and then you got it right there. 10.
Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 10.
Because 1,000 years, during this 1,000-year period, this is what Esau Edom, beginning with Esau Edom, and the rest of the nations are going to be doing. You got that?
It says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Right, so the coin is going to be flipped. The scripture, I think that's what Deuteronomy says. You should be the tail, not the head. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is going to flip that coin. Surely you're turning things upside down. So you're going to have to come to us. Just like how the scripture says in Deuteronomy 28, you got to go to him for water, shelter. The scripture talk about the basket. You know what I'm saying? Your basket your shopping basket gonna be concerned enough. You ain't gonna have no shopping basket. You're gonna eat whatever you want you to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to come to us, say, minister unto us. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures also talk about how you're gonna come with your daughters You know what I'm saying? So that the kings at that time can have, you know, your concubines, the women of the other nations. You know what I'm saying? You gonna come, you know what I'm saying, seeking peace, man. It says, therefore thy gate shall be open continually.
Except on the Sabbath, man. Right? Hey, the world's gonna stop when the Sabbath comes in. Right? Esau, hey man, he don't believe in that. He don't believe in shutting down nothing, man. Because his mind is set on filling his belly, man. Okay? He's an insatiable creature. He gotta have it all. Okay?
Scripture say he is not a tiller of the ground. You know what I'm saying? The earth is a living organism. You have to do what the Lord said, do to the earth. You know, that goes to the Sabbath day. Shit, you got high holy days based off of like the 7th year Jubilee, if I'm not mistaken.
Last Sabbath.
Yeah, last Sabbath, that's what I meant to say, the water. Yeah, like a last Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Esau ain't keeping none of that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't keeping the Sabbath. We gonna keep the last Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? But when the righteousness is in authority, that's when the earth is going to be able to eat and rejoice, man. It says, therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. Right? And the elect, because the scriptures talk about how we're going to be fishers, we're going to turn to hunters. The elect ain't gonna be the only ones hunting. You might order some heathen to go and go out and search. You know what I'm saying? Just like how Esau during the Babylonians was taking Jake down. He said, razor. He was going to say, oh, they in the caves. Oh, they over here. Hey, let me show you where they at. They hiding in this alley. That's how we're gonna have the heathen doing to Esau in that time.
They set up over us taskmasters. It's like a taskmaster. You know what I'm saying? The Exodus. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Even King David, when he was taking over the heathen, he set garrisons in Edom, in Syria. You know what I'm saying? Different places that he was in Moab, Ammon. You know what I'm saying? When you read 2 Samuel, you know. So this is exactly what's going to be happening in the kingdom of heaven, man.
And it said they shall bring their kings, man. That means it's going to be service in the kingdom, man. There ain't gonna be no equality with no heathens in the kingdom. All right, go ahead, grab that.
This is Psalms 149:6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do to the rich elite banking families, man. Okay? That's what the elect are going to do. Lord willing, we're part of that number, man. They're going to grab up the rich elite banking families that's over there in Europe, okay, and those bunkers. We're going to grab their ass up and throw chains and shackles on them, man. Fetters of iron, man. Okay, and guess what you're going to do? We're going to take your ass over to the so-called Middle East. Okay, you're going to clean up all those dead bodies according to Ezekiel 39, man.
Yep.
We're going to be the ones that's cleaning that shit up, man. It ain't going to be us, man. Okay? You said you got it? You can grab that. Start at one, though, all right?
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 1. I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the doors, and the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them. And I will slay the last of them with the sword.
Yep, that's what happened to Israel, man. Specifically the southern kingdom. Okay. The Lord brought judgment on them, man. Okay, and what did they try to do? They tried to escape the judgment in verse 2, man. Go ahead, Art.
And I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth on them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered.
Yep.
Though they dig into hell,
Right.
thence shall my hand take them.
Right, digging the hell, is that talking about some fiery place? Or that's talking about the ground, the earth, right, the grave, you know. Because you got three, I believe it's 3 examples of hell. got Shawa'al.
Yep.
Okay, then you got the earth. Then a condition.
Yep.
Yep. You know, Jonah. I'm thinking about Jonah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was in the hell of belly. Hell of belly. Not to paraphrase.
What the hell?
But yeah, you got 3 examples of that, man.
Got it.
Okay, and the one that's mentioned in Amos 9th chapter is talking about the ground, man. Okay, the earth. Okay, though they digging in hell, the bunkers, man. Okay,
Yeah.
you got a bomb. You know, you fucking idiots that's building bunkers here in the United States of America. You're about to have a horrible death, man. Because they have bombs, they have missiles called bunker busters, man. Okay, where they're specifically designed to destroy bunkers, man. Kim Kardashian, Rick Ross, Mark Zuckerberg, and whoever else got a bunker here, that's all going to be in vain, man. Okay? You got it, Art.
It says, though they climb up to heaven, this will I bring them down.
Right, it's talking about the Space Force, man. Okay? You don't have Edomites. You got Elon Musk talking about they want to build a planet on Mars. They want to build society on Mars. These niggas want to colonize everything, man. God damn, man.
That nigga, there was a nigga who worked for Elon Musk. I think he said, we don't know if there's people on Mars. But if there is, they better be ready to move aside. Because we coming. I said, what the fuck? His first thought was we're going to war. Because niggas on Mars are going to war. A fucking Elon. War was in his heart.
Yep, there it is, bro. There it is. Got it. Hey, if I can say too real quick, Uncle Sean, hey, because you ain't made mention of, you know, the hell being, you know, a certain, not underground, like with Satan and all that. It says in Revelation that they want the rocks to fall upon them and to hide them from the wrath of the Lamb. So they're going to be in their underground bunkers, and like you said, it ain't going to help. And if they manage to survive these missile blasts, which they will, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's when the elect are going to come and pull them out. You know what I mean? What you got, Doc?
Yeah, this is the precept to let you people who are building bunkers, bomb bunkers, or whatever, just know the Lord got an answer for everything. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements, bunkers are built from elements, right? It says shall melt with fervent heat. So it's going your bunker is going to be a real soup kitchen, and you're going to be the stew. It says, and the earth also and the works thereof therein shall be burnt up. So at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to escape the nuclear destruction. Even if you're 20,000 feet underground, the Lord gonna melt your ass. All right. The only place out of here is up on a chariot. That's it. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 13. And I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man.
Man, it's talking about your outside, man. Right. Okay. Go ahead.
And came with clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days.
Right. Thank you. Came to the Ancient of Days. When did that happen? After he gave up his life on the cross, man. When you read Acts 1, he said he ascended up into a cloud. That cloud was a chariot, man. Where did he go? He went to the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, when you read Revelation 5, everything was given to Yahweh at that point, man. The books was unsealed, man. Okay, and that's why the Lord got us out here, man. Okay, he got the elders and apostles out here first with their elders, then it trickled down on to us, man. We didn't come out here on our own will, man. Okay, this is divine. This is divinely set up, man. Okay, if it was up to us, we could be doing anything, man. You know, but the Lord made us do this, man. Okay, you got it.
It says, Daniel 7 and 13. And I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Verse 14. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him.
So does that take, when did this happen? Okay, that's a genuine question to you Edomite Christians, man, in vocab alone. Okay, and all you other wicked ass jakes, man. When did this take place? Did Yahweh Shah's kingdom set up? Okay? Is everybody serving him? I don't think so, man. Okay? I don't think so at all. None of us think that the house of kingdom is set up yet, man. It's starting to be. Okay, the house of David is being built up. Okay, but has it been fully established yet? No. Why? Because we're still under the rule of the so-called white man. All right? The Lord has not redeemed us yet, man. According to, what is that? Deuteronomy 28:68, he shall redeem you. Okay, we have not been brought back yet, man. Okay, we still gotta fucking go to work and pay taxes. Okay? So we're waiting on Yahweh Shah to fulfill this prophecy, man. He will do it, man. Okay? Read that again, now.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 14. And there was given him dominion and glory and a great kingdom.
A great kingdom, man. Which is part 2 of Solomon's kingdom, because Yahweh Shah was Solomon, man. Okay, so yeah, it was on pause, man. Okay. Hey, Solomon had the greatest kingdom on the planet Earth, man. Okay. And guess what? Part 2 is gonna be even more astounding than that.
That's right.
Okay. You got it.
It says, and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages,
all people, nations, and languages, man. Okay. Shall do what?
serve him.
Serve him. Is that happening, man? Where is Yahweh Shai at, man? Do you see his throne being established in the Holy Land right now? Let's get to that. Let's talk about that. Who's in the Holy Land right now? You got war going on in the Holy Land, okay, between Ishmael, okay, and Edom, man, okay, which is so-called small hats that's over there. They're descendants of Edom, man. And some of the Palestinians, like the Apostle are, some of them are Israelites, man. Some of the small hats over there are Israelites too, man. But nevertheless, you got an ongoing conflict over there in that land, man. Showing you that they're not serving Yahweh Shah. They serving who knows what, man.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what the Palestinians worship, man. Okay, you know what the small hats over there worship. They worship Satan, man.
That's right.
Okay, they over there having pink parades, man. They even got women in the governing body, man. That's not gonna happen in Yahweh Shah's kingdom. The bitch gonna be in the kingdom. She gonna be in the kingdom, but she not even gonna be in the kitchen like that, bro. She gonna have servants for that, man. You see? Eve gonna be chilling in the kingdom.
Have babies.
Yeah, have a baby, yo.
About to say, the land of Israel right now is a sanctuary for pedophiles. That's where you flee. If you're a small header and you're engaging in that activity, you can go there and be protected. Okay? We know this. This is not nothing new. Okay, so that's how we know the Lord ain't there. The kingdom of heaven hasn't been established yet. Scriptures say Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning. See?
How the fuck y'all the chosen people of the Bible? Y'all didn't believe in the Bible. How the fuck? No, that's just Satan.
I was riding through Cleveland Heights today. You know, it's a so-called Sabbath. Okay. Today is the Sabbath. And I'm riding through. I just see a whole fucking gutter rat, man. And they women. And guess what? You got police there protecting them.
You sure do.
Small hat.
Yeah, you know, I'm just driving past and I just got a disdainful look at them. Like, they got the little, they covering the crowd. You're not supposed to cover your crowd, man. According to the scriptures. And then they go by what is it, matrilineage? Matriarchal lineage.
The woman.
Yeah, they go, you know, they believe they're a juice box to the woman. You know, they believe they inherit their nationality through the mother, but that's contrary to the scriptures, man. You get your ethnicity, your nationality from your father, the seed, man. Okay? But nevertheless, man, where is Yahweh Shah's kingdom at, man? Is it established on earth? Is the 12 thrones set up? Okay, where is that? Where's the 12 gates at?
Where's King David?
Right, where's King David, man? Okay, we genuinely want to know that, vocab Malone. Where is he at?
Shit. The scripture said that the strangers shall be joined back to Israel. Y'all don't even got the other 10 tribes. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How the strangers gonna be joined back and y'all missing 10 tribes?
Yeah.
Levy.
Right.
Levy and Yehudi.
I
And you Americans over here, you're Esau. See, they not Esau, but you are. So they know who they are, man. Bruh, keep going. Dude, Daniel chapter 7 of 14, and there was given him dominion, a glory, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages shall serve him. His dominion is everlasting dominion.
Everlasting, man. Okay, and he's going to give that to his people, man. Starting with the elect. Okay, not a lot of our 2/3 of our people here in the United States of America are not going to see it. Okay, as soon as we're born again, we're going to the elect. Okay, and we can bring our people back through heathen women. Okay,
It says, which shall not pass away.
which shall not pass away, man. See, this kingdom is about to pass away. We see it's on its last leg, man. Okay, economics. Let's speak about the infrastructure of this place, man. It's winter time now. Let's see how they treat these fucking roads, man. Especially in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a crater on every fucking street here, man.
Yep.
You see, I was just, and then you got the city. They terrible. They knew it was gonna fucking snow.
Yeah.
They didn't do shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So this just shows you the decline of a kingdom, man. Okay.
I was watching the news again last night in Cleveland, Ohio alone. They're about to close 500 restaurants. All right, that's a lot of jobs that's about to be taken away, and it's simply because the cost of operation, your operating cost, is going through the roof. You got some restaurants, man, that they don't even open on the weekend no more. Their hours are like 10 to 3, 10 to 5, closed on Tuesday. And a lot of them are surviving through catering. So when you take that away, and these are independent restaurants. So then places like Potbellies and Biddy Bop and Panera Bread, they're gonna be okay for the time being because they're a franchise. They're owned by a company. But you try to run your own business and try to employ people, you can forget it. You can forget it. That shit is over. All right.
That's what it's going into removing the middle class.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these smaller businesses are run by they're trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? To stay in the middle class. But like what's going into, Esau is making it hard. You know what I'm saying? To be in the middle class. You're either gonna be either in the top. You know what I'm saying? 2%, or you're gonna be at the bottom. Man.
Yep.
And that's what go to Job 5. Said disappointed. Vice of the crowd. This is what Esau wants to do, man. This is his device, man. His imagination is to have the whole world in subjection and with a sea hip in them, man. Okay. And he's going to fulfill it, okay, but to a certain point, man. The Lord is going to rain down upon him, man, while he fulfills his belly, man. Okay. So yeah, this so-called white man gonna get a bit of, he gonna get a taste of how it feels to be a godlike power, man. He already got it, okay? You know, you gotta know.
This is the book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands could not perform their enterprise.
Right. So he's disappointed, man. What? He's gonna bring it to naught. Jump to Psalm 33 or 34. I think 33 and 14, if I'm not mistaken. It says he's bringing the counsel of the heathen to naught. Okay, because this, you know, Esau he's headstrong on, you know, have an everlasting life. You know, they even freeze their own bodies.
Yeah.
You know, or they freeze their brains, all type of shit. You know, and they, what's that movie? Demolition Man.
Yeah. Stallone and Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, you know,
but that's also, they showed you the first, one of the first movies to show you to see them. Demolition Man.
Oh yeah, yep. Right. But that's you know, Esau does predictive programming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he gets your mind used to certain things. Like he's in the LGBT in the movies and shows. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't even watch a damn movie or show without some weird shit going on.
That's how he prophesied on the left hand side.
Yep.
See, you got movies you can watch years ago, and now the shit is happening. You see, You know what I'm saying? That's exactly, that's why his media is witchcraft, man. You gotta, man, this devil is something else, bro.
Yeah, they said Walt Disney froze his body. They froze Walt Disney's body. I don't know how true that is, but say it is true. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Esau wants to have everlasting life, man. And he believes that the MOTB is gonna bring that.
Yep. I believe it's called cryogenics.
Cryogenics.
Yeah, cryogenics when you freeze. Yeah. Remember, that's in Austin Powers.
Yeah.
That is right.
That wicked ass.
Yeah. That shit was funny though. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Bring that up.
Yeah, 33 and 2.
Yeah,
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 33 and verse 10. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a none effect, man. Okay, you might rule for a little bit. You might have a couple hours, having everybody see it. You know, maybe even a couple minutes, man. Or it could be like Pastor Lord said, it could be like a couple days, couple weeks, maybe even a couple months. You don't see us being ruled over for years, man. Okay, no, hell no, man. The Lord don't. Hey, if it was up, hey, man. The Lord is not unrighteous. Yep. The Lord has mercy. He has care for his elect. He's not going to let the man rule over that system for a human period of time.
Right. The Lord says, I'm not coming up to you can't hear it. And at the end of the day, Agenda 2030 has been reduced to Agenda 2025. So we know. I'm praying within these next 5 years. I'll say or 2029. I don't want to see none of that shit. All right, fuck that shit, bro.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians to the 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right? We out here telling you that he gonna use gradualists. We definitely ain't ignorant. What the scripture say is gonna come? The seer. That's the end game. People looking at this the money like people looking at the fact that you more likely to go to a store and spend money off your cell phone or your car like it's a thing to be wooed about. Like, oh, we ain't using cash no more. That we see this coming. You know what I'm saying? That's what the prophets is out here to tell you the things that's getting ready to befall you.
Nobody using cash no more. The whole point of bringing in this digital system is to literally track and see what the fuck you spend your money on. The guy or the Bank of International Settlement. It's a Jake, man. Like, come on, man. I hate Salon. Like,
Jake, man, when he get in power, he get a position, man. He take it there.
Yeah, he do it.
He gotta let Esau know I'm down.
Nigga boys in the hood. He was more of a demon than the fucking Edomite. Even the comedy version, he hated Whoopi Goldberg's guns. He just hated black. Like, that's how bro. This nigga is more of a devil than the devil.
It's that Mark Trimmer style though.
Yeah.
Ice Cube said it. Black police showing out for the white cop.
Yep.
We can't wait till you wicked ass Jakes that's in the law enforcement to be put to death, man. And you're gonna be put to death by your own ally, man. Esau, man. Okay.
Since you love Esau so much, don't forget about that draft, man. It's gonna be like the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
He's sending women, all the young men, all that. Esau is gonna really show us more.
You Transformers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thinking that you're gonna sideswipe getting drafted because you identify as a woman. No, you're gonna be right up there. You know what I'm saying? They gonna give you a pink gun. You know what I'm saying?
You know what Trump did when he first came into office. He signed a legislation because prior to that, if you say that you was a man and you was transitioning, you was allowed to go to a woman's prison. He cut all that shit. He said all of niggas back to a male prison in the middle of their transitioning, and it did cut off all their finances to get it complete. So you got half-ass transformers in prison, and you know what's going down. That's hell, baby.
Right. That's good enough.
It was an incident where one of the Transformers got a female prisoner pregnant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Cutting down on that shit, man.
Yeah, but Trump, man, he validated. He said, "Nah, y'all niggas going back. You're a man. You're going back to the male prison. I don't care if you you starting to, change or whatever. Nope. Not, bruh. Yes, hey, bruh.
The Lord wants to the delusion, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wickedness in the place of rich.
Yeah.
Bro, that's some unthinkable shit. Niggas that was bitches that was in this jail, they gotta go back to jail with niggas that was born niggas, and that shit is like confusing. Like, hold on, what is you want to get?
All you need not to have is no beard in your face, bro. It's to them. You know what I'm saying? To niggas in jail, you look like a woman. You could be hair all on your arms. You ain't got to have no facial hair, and you look like a woman, man. You know. This is why it's important for men to have certain features, man. You know, especially a beard, man.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, and verse 15. It says, as a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over a poor people. It says, as a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people. Right? And it's unthinkable how the depths that Esau go to just to, put Jake on a low level. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, Esau haters, man. It's not just, we under oppression. He really got a real live perpetual hatred for you, man. According to Amos 1:11. You know what I'm saying? He didn't rule over his own people wicked just to get to the Jakes, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why we know when it come down to the sea here, a lot of you might just you're gonna have to suffer the same fate that because it's for us to destroy us. So by default, if you like the brother said, you in that top 2%, you're done.
Yep.
See, and we could see that because when the SNAP benefits was cut off, y'all was affected the most. Sure, we see Jake on TV having a meltdown, but on the back end, you motherfuckers in line with your MAGA shirts on, trying to get some food from the bread line. Okay, so we know, all right, you're going to suffer a great deal because this devil he doesn't care about his own people.
Yeah, it says, he that chooses to himself, to whom shall he do good? So-called white man wasn't created to do good, man.
Right.
He was created to do the same exact thing, he's doing right now. That's to bring the world upon their knees, man. Okay? Read that one more time, man.
Proverbs 28 and verse 15. As a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people.
Right, because what is a roaring lion and raging bear? They're apex predators, man. So is the so-called white man upon the poor, man. We're just speaking about, interest rates and shit, man. People that have filed that's under foreclosure, okay, they're the only way they can get out of that is if they have agreed to a higher interest rate, man, and a higher mortgage rate, a higher mortgage note, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like, how are they supposed to be able to afford that, man? And what Esau does is he puts people back against the wall for them to make a decision, man. And that decision ultimately, at the end of that decision, your house is still gonna be taken. See that's just wicked, man. Okay? This is why people say be pilgrims upon the earth. So we're gonna be without homes, man. Okay, we might be living in Texas, or we might be living in the forest somewhere without no fucking house. We don't know, man. Okay? But we see where the shit is headed to, man.
Right, the scripture say that he that is younger than me have me in derision. You know what I'm saying? Because spirit, like, he's a little boy, man. You know what I'm saying?
The lessons of children.
Yeah. Isaiah 3:12 in my head. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, this little boy, he think he a bully. He got 2 houses, so he gonna make you, you know what I'm saying, temporarily stay in one of them. Like you ain't got no spirit in your mind to be. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, love thy neighbor as thyself. That's not an Esau spirit. The scriptures say, that's in the book of Job. Their whole heart is deep. All of their hearts are deep, man. That go from the lowest level Edomite to the elite, man. They all got this sharp thorn in their spirit, man. They can't do right.
Well, it says that in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, that the soul which is lifted up is not upright in it. You know?
This is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4. The Lord have made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. And that's plain as day. The Lord created devils, the so-called white man, to do evil for him, to send evil, to bring evil. You're never going to do righteousness. In fact, if you did righteous, that would be evil. That would be going off. That's something you got to really think about. All right? That's something to think about. You motherfuckers is to turn around and repent. That would be an abomination. See? So keep doing what you're doing so we get the fuck out of here.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 14, verse 7. And if he doing good,
Man, go up. You gotta go up.
Yeah, get up that bowl, right?
Ecclesiastes chapter 14, verse,
What four say?
he that gathers. Ecclesiastes chapter 14, verse 4. He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others, that shall spend his goods riotously.
Keep going.
He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. You expecting a nigga that don't care about himself to care about you? An Edomite to kill himself just to kill your ass. You think he gonna show mercy to you? He ready to take himself out. Just he want us all gone. But that's
Right.
what it, that's the cost of it. We all blow the whole world up. Fuck
Right,
yeah.
right.
It's called kamikaze. man.
Bro, you in my head, huh?
Hey, if you gonna take, I'm gonna take myself out. You coming along?
Yep,
with me.
yep.
That's where Ishmael, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
man.
running there with the bombs.
Yeah.
What you got in your shirt?
Birthday, nigga.
Happy birthday.
You
If I
see,
can't have it, nobody can.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
On the real side, Putin said the same thing.
Yeah.
He said if there can be no Russia, there can be nothing. That's the spirit.
Hey, and that's how we feel.
Yeah.
If it ain't about Yahweh Shem Shai, it's nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? You got it, right?
Yeah, cause I don't know if y'all watched the movie Sicario.
Yeah.
When they was walking to the grocery stores and shit, they was just saying, they was just detonating themselves, man.
Yeah.
They was fully committed to their belief, man. So if Esau is fully committed to this kingdom lasting forever. You know, he's called him the hammer of the whole earth, man. This man, this man is wicked as fuck, man. And we can't wait till Yahweh Shem Shai removes this man. Okay, Lord willing, real soon, man. Okay.
Hey,
I say this, they trying to make a peace deal. You know, Ukraine and Russia trying to make a peace agreement, but we know that's not going to avail that much. You know. What do you got? You got it. Huh?
Now I lost my train of thought. You got it, right?
It say, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. So if he doing, that nigga came out with full sense decades ago. Nigga said, the white man's finally giving us a break. Nah, get that nigga up out the house.
Yeah.
He thought he did. He finally, 2008, we lost all our houses. They gave us more stimulus, and nigga life going back to even worse in 2008.
Yeah.
So he ain't doing that, bro. He's not doing it for your benefit.
Hey, if I could say, I did remember that point. Hey, the scripture says to let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. You see, Esau, he's fully persuaded in his goal. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to try to see that all the way through, even till Yahweh Shai come from the sky. And he said that he was so afraid, but still he's so fight. You know what I'm saying? But that's the mindset that the Lord gave Esau and Edom.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's called pride.
There it is. Pride of our heart has deceived.
Because there's a righteous form of pride, and there's a wicked. It's like I'm thinking about Vegeta. He was so prideful about his race. You see what I'm saying? We are too. We take pride in doing this thing, man. Okay? Esau takes pride in just doing complete wickedness and abominable things. Okay? So now am I saying be prideful? I'm not saying that, man. Take it's the ears that hear, man.
You get pride in animal line, Bible stuff? Well, you can make your point out.
Yeah, what you gonna say?
You about to say something?
All I was gonna say, at the end of the day, we seeking the Lord.
Yeah.
So by default, we got integrity. Okay,
that's it.
we feel like we need to defend the gospel,
Yep.
even if it comes from our own people who distort this word.
Yeah.
All right, you're supposed to take a very strong approach when somebody is speaking against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, that's what makes you a soldier for him. Okay, just like the Marines, they got pride. Okay, they care about this flag, this country. They're willing to die for it. Well, we're saying that's how we feel about our Savior. We're willing to die for it. We understand what's at stake, and we're not going to let nobody speak wrongfully against him. We're going to have integrity, Lord willing, to the end. All right? Now I get that word pride in the etymology online.
Yeah, it says that the elect love not the lives for the death. And they will follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. You know what I'm saying? So we saw that Yahweh Shai followed and obeyed all the way to the cross, man. You know what I'm saying? So there's more with him. You know what I mean?
Right. He was fully persuaded in righteousness and defending of the gospel. That's why it's always this constant friction between power, because it's like Esau is fully persuaded in wickedness and witchcraft and trying to deceive our people. But Jacob's, you know what I'm saying, the elect is going to be fully persuaded and shedding the light, shedding the truth.
Yep.
Hey,
Esau's main job is to protect Satan, man. You know?
I was just thinking on that point that you brought out about the mortgage rate, people being on the verge of being thrown out. And I don't know if this had come out already before, but I brought up Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed." And if you're already struggling with one mortgage rate, where you're on the verge of being kicked off of your property, that's just unrighteous for them to raise up the interest rate and make it even worse upon you. That's wickedness, and destruction is coming into those who are in position to make up laws like that, man. That's just wickedness.
Yeah, Esau in the mindset, he think that just because he ain't going through it, it's okay for people to go through it. That's why the judgment is going to crash upon them.
It says that offense, Yahweh said offenses must come, but woe to him that whom no offense is coming. Hey, that's an offensive thing to the grievances that Esau Edom has bind upon the people, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he has a hell of a bill to pay.
This is pride. It says Middle English, Old Late English, and it goes back to unreasonable self-esteem, especially.
You said unreasonable, man? This man is unreasonable, man. You can't be satisfied, man. You know, not with blood, like it says Ezekiel 35, not with silver, like it says in Ecclesiastes 5, right? He's not going to be able to be satisfied, man. Not even with the people, man. It says in Habakkuk that he heapeth unto him all people. You know, you got that.
It says especially as one of the deadly sins, haughtiness, overbearing treatment of others, pomp.
Pompous.
Yep.
His look was more stout than his
fellow.
fellow.
There it is, bro.
That's it.
Beautiful.
That's it. We're going to close out with Isaiah 33 and 1.
This is Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou waste not spoil.
Read it again.
Woe to thee that spoilest, and to thou was not spoiled, and deadliest treacherously, and dealtless treacherously.
Read it again.
Isaiah 33 and 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wasted not spoil, was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil.
Right. When you gonna let up, man. Okay. When you think people gonna forgive you, man, or you just done, you have a change of heart. Go ahead, all right.
It says, thou shalt be spoiled.
Yep.
And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
And that's when the tables is turning, man. Okay, when Esau lets up, it means everybody is on one accord with him. Okay, he has a so-called change of heart. That's when the nations are going to turn on him, man. Okay, so Lord willing, this is edifying. We're going to face this and give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'Kapodah.
Double honor to our teachers, the head apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Bomb y'all, Charlotte.
Bomb your Shalom.
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 My eyes say poetry.
Oh, okay, kind.
Yeah.
It's not cold out here.
It ain't, but, you know, last
Man, it's
day
just
was
dropping
cold.
though.
Like an hour.